Teresa, help me understand from a nursing perspective. Sleep disruption and cortisol imbalance, we're saying plays a role in weight retention and what's happening at this point in our midlife. How is that really?
So the increase in cortisol impacts the blood sugar and it also impacts our sleep. And so it increases the visceral fat, and then that it releases cytokines, which are inflammatory, and then that inflammation it contributes to insulin resistance. And then you sort of, and she just talked about it too, about that relationship and correlation between insulin and cortisol. So there's this vicious negative cycle that's happening. If a provider does not have like a comprehensive full understanding about perimenopause, we see this actually quite often in our clients, is that doctors are really siloing out different symptoms and they're not taking a step back and looking at the whole picture. And one of the things that I can tell Jabeen is doing too, and we also really pride ourselves on in Magnolia, is we look at the 5 lifestyle factors and see how, really try to assess the client and figure out where they are in their world with those different lifestyle factors, because it really does matter. And the first one is sleep. It is absolutely foundational for our bodies to have the proper amount of sleep and quality sleep. And women, by the way, need a little bit more sleep than men do. There was just a recent study, I think it's 20% more time that women need, because of our hormones and the impact that the hormones have on our bodies, that we just really need that. So I wanted to just point out that, for me personally, my perimenopausal journey started with palpitations. And so I went to the doctor because I didn't have the knowledge about perimenopause. And I went to the doctor and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm having these palpitations. And my doctor, if they would have taken a step back and said, okay, you're 40, you're a little bit young, but your mom was 42 when she was done with menopause. If they would have taken a step back and reviewed like all these labs and had the knowledge, and instead they siloed out and they sent me directly to a cardiologist to have a full workup for a cardiologist. And of course, all of that stuff came back completely normal, which is wonderful. But at the same time, I'm being left with no answers because I still don't feel great. So I guess my point is just really encouraging your clients or your friends or your peers, to the people that are listening, to find somebody that's going to look at you as a whole person. We aren't just this one little siloed out. And then the second thing that I want to say is every woman presents so different that they're saying it's as unique, this experience is as unique as their fingerprint. And so that really complicates diagnosing and treating, and it also warrants a really nuanced conversation with a provider and a plan. So like what I'm doing is not going to work for Kelly, and it's not going to work for Jabeen, and it's not going to work for my best friend. And so just feeling okay with that. And I think just knowing that there's not a one all fix all be all. We're
Yeah.
all very unique in this, and
Very
that's
unique.
really super important.